Have y'all ever wondered why rich people are just so evil? Like, I know for me and a lot of my friends and stuff, whenever I think about the richest people or the most successful people or the people who are just like running the world, like they're all just so evil and demonic and wicked. And it's like, if you're not coming from the perspective of, the Bible, then you must be wondering, like, why is that? Because most people, when they get money, are not immediately thinking, okay, I'm going to get this money and I am going to try to sterilize an entire continent of people, or I am going to try to compromise the food supply in the country that I live in, or any number of all these terrible things that the rich people do. And it's like, why do they do that? Why can't they just do regular stuff with their money? Why can't they just be rich and happy and have a yacht and lobster every night and not try to make things harder for the rest of us? Luke 16:13 says, "No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon." And mammon is just King James talk for money. Now, this verse is the first half of the explanation as to why a lot of rich people, and most rich people, are so evil, which is because most rich people do not get rich just by happenstance. They don't just find some buried treasure, or they're not just, found one day and, told that they're the Princess of Geneva and that they are rich and famous now. It's the fact that they have to work extremely hard to get all that money. And when you work so hard to get that money, what happens is that you're serving that money. It's not that you are earning the money. Now the money is earning you. Now the money has control over you. And when you do all of that, you make all these deals and you work for decades and sweat and toil and you just are surrendering your whole life for money, what happens is that you'll begin to love money. And here, 1 Timothy says that for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So the Bible here says that it's not that the love of money is a root of some evil, it's that the love of money is the root of all evil. So any evil that you see happening in this world, it is because of the love of money. And who has the money? The rich people. And just a side note, these people who write and publish these fake Bibles, these people are not poor. Let me tell you something. These Bibles are flying off the shelves. And it would behoove of them to twist and corrupt these verses that say that the love of money is the root of all evil. Because they change it. The one at the top, that's the NIV. And that says, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. ESV, Calvinist favorite version, says that for the love of money is a root. The NASB says that for the love of money is a root. Even the New King James, which is allegedly supposed to be just as good and just as valid as the King James, says that the love of money is a root of all evil. And this little difference is not inconsequential. A and the are two completely different things. If you say that you are a son versus you are the son, then what you're saying is plural versus singular. And so it completely changes the entire definition. I mean, this is just not something that is minuscule. It's a big deal from saying that the love of money is the root of all evil to say that it's a root, because it changes from saying that every evil that you see is from this spawn, is from this root, versus that, it can be from anything. It can be a lot of things. The love of money doesn't have to be the reason. How coincidental, because I love money, because I made a fake Bible.